Acacia Resort Parco Dei Leoni, a symphony of disappointment, or how I paid 3,000 to suffer. Oh, my darlings, gather round. Let me tell you the tragic ballad of my stay at Acacia Resort Parco Dei Leoni, a place where dreams go to die, where logic is abandoned, and where the term 4-star is a cruel, cosmic joke. Act I, the grand deception, picture this. I arrive, wallet lighter by 3,000, yes, for 2 people on half board, expecting luxury. Instead, I am greeted by a room that looks like it was last renovated during the reign of Mussolini. The walls, patchwork quilts of half-hearted repairs. The bathroom, a claustrophobic crypt with 0 ventilation, where the shower alternates between boiling lava and Arctic glacier water because consistency is overrated, apparently. And the sea view? Oh, sweet summer child. If you squint through the industrial haze, past the parking lot, beyond the sad little pool bar blasting obnoxious aqua gym music at 10:30 a.m., you might see a sliver of blue in the distance. But fear not. Instead of waves, you get a front row seat to the 24/7 saxophone torture sessions that start at 6 p.m. and rage until midnight. Because nothing says relaxing Sicilian getaway like a migraine. Act II. The culinary crimes now, let us speak of the food, or rather, the edible atrocities served in this establishment. We are in Sicily. Land of fresh seafood, sun-ripened tomatoes, pasta that sings. And yet here the buffet is a post-apocalyptic wasteland of cold, decongelated despair. The pasta, limp, the watermelon, soggy betrayal, the desserts, tasted like they were excavated from a Soviet-era freezer. And the the coffee, not even real espresso, just hospital-grade acid from a vending machine. Want a proper cup? That LLB4, peasant. And the prices. 14 for a spritz, 30 for supermarket Prosecco. It is not upselling, it is highway robbery disguised as hospitality. Act III, the staff who clearly hate you, the receptionists. Rude, the housekeeping. Barging in unannounced, ignoring the do not disturb sign like it is a mere suggestion. One even had the audacity to ask for my Instagram because nothing says professional, like harassing guests for social media clout. Need a late checkout? 70, please. But don't get too comfortable, staff will still bang on your door like the police, demanding you leave immediately because internal communication is a myth here. Act IV, the location, or why am I in purgatory? Nestled in a desolate industrial wasteland between Cefalu and Termini Amuris, this resort is nowhere. No shops, no charm. Just you, the overpriced shuttle to civilization 10, naturally, and the crushing realization that you could have stayed literally anywhere else and been happier. Act V, the final betrayal, the rooftop pool. Not free, the safe in your room. Pay up, the air conditioning in June. Broken, the beach. A rocky wasteland unfit for human feet. And the honeymooners, oh, they got it worse. Cancelled within the free period. Too bad, we ray keeping your money anyway. Arrived with no room. LOL, sucks to be you. Epilogue, a warning to all who dare this, my loves, is not a resort. It is a scam wrapped in mediocrity, a 4-star lie, a monument to corporate greed. Every euro spent here is a euro stolen from your happiness. So heed my words. Run. Run far, run fast, and never look back.
So I was looking into scams near Acacia Resort Parco Dei Leoni Campofelice di Roccella, you know. Like tourists come here thinking it is all sunshine and beaches, but no, some shops here, they race sneaky. So first thing, businesses near Acacia Resort Parco Dei Leoni Campofelice di Roccella, they sometimes sell fake stuff, like really fake. Last year, the police seized over 160,000 items from shops here, fake nails, hair ties, even swimming stuff because they didn't have safety marks. Like hello, people could get hurt, and tourists buy this junk because it is cheap, but then boom, rash, allergic reaction, who knows, and the shops probably just paid a fine and kept selling more fake stuff. Classic. And then, oh my god, there was this guy who robbed summer villas near Acacia Resort Parco Dei Leoni Campofelice di Roccella. Not a store, but still tourists rent these places, right? And this guy just walks in, steals their stuff, even their medicine. Like, how low can you go? I bet those tourists were so scared, probably called the police, but what can they do? They ray on vacation, they don't know the area. And the thief probably got caught eventually, but who knows if he is still out there. It is just sad, you come here to relax and instead you get scammed or robbed. Like, why can tea people just be nice?
Okay, here is the intro music. A melancholic piano piece fades in, and then let's talk about what awaits you beyond the gates of the Acacia Resort Parco Dei Leoni. It's a landscape of potential disappointment, a quiet desperation clinging to the storefronts. I've spent a considerable amount of time sifting through accounts from other travelers, and what I've found, well, it's not painting a particularly vibrant picture. It's less a postcard, more a cautionary tale whispered over lukewarm coffee. Honestly, it felt like excavating a lost city of unmet expectations. The businesses surrounding the resort, they operate under a different set of rules, a sort of compromised hospitality. They're all fundamentally a bit off. It's not malice, understand. It's a pervasive lack of care, a quiet resignation. Like everyone's just waiting for something better to arrive, but it never does. Slight pause, let's start with the commercial heart of the area, Centro commercial Poseidon. Now, shopping malls are usually beacons of predictability, aren't they? A controlled environment. Here, it's more like wandering into a bizarre carnival after the clowns have gone home. Reviews consistently describe a feeling of abandonment. One person likened it to a marketplace celebrating carnival. What that means is anyone's guess. But imagine the chaos, the half-hearted displays, the sense that nobody's really in charge. Specifically, there's consistent mention of the Tommy Hilfiger store and issues with registration, a baffling incompetence that leaves loyal customers feeling ignored. Then there's Live 978, where people are being sold clothes that literally fall apart after a few hours. Of cardboard, one reviewer stated, cardboard. I keep picturing someone walking around looking increasingly translucent as their jacket disintegrates. And there are reports of aggressive sales staff inventing reasons to deny returns. It's disheartening. It speaks to a fundamental disregard for the customer. The reviews suggest the entire center feels unkempt, with poorly maintained facilities and even reports of unsanitary conditions in the restrooms. Apparently, dogs are just allowed to run wild in the food court. It's not a place for relaxation, it's a place to test your limits. Slightly more animated tone, laced with weary resignation, then we have Mangia's Himera Resort. The name promises culinary delight and relaxation. The reality, it appears, is significantly less appetizing. This is where things get complicated. 20 negative reviews paint a consistent picture of a hotel drastically overpromising and underdelivering. People describe rooms so small you can't open a suitcase, being offered a sheet instead of a blanket, and a breakfast that consists primarily of sadness and lukewarm coffee. The all-inclusive aspect, a cruel joke. Limited choices, low-quality ingredients, and a general feeling of being shortchanged. The complaints about food quality are particularly jarring. Fish consistently described as frozen, meat that tastes questionable. And don't even get me started on the ricotta from the supermarket. In Sicily, it's an insult to the very concept of fresh cheese. It feels like a deliberate act of defiance. Beyond the food, there are issues with cleanliness, a lack of attention to detail, and frustratingly slow service. One person waited an hour and a half for a crib for their baby, forced to watch their child suffer in silence. It is simply cruel. And it's a recurring theme, a sense that the staff are either overwhelmed, undertrained, or simply don't care enough to provide a basic level of service. One user described it as having to pay extra for basic things like beach towels. Then there's the noise. Large conferences seem to take over, blasting music and disrupting any hope of peace. It's claustrophobic, like being trapped in a budget-friendly version of a waking nightmare.
Tone shifts to a quieter, more reflective quality now. Let's